Hakuho listeners, let's learn sumo. I'm Clayton. Welcome to the podcast. The 2026 March Grand Sumo tournament has finished, and in the week following we find out the Makuuchi wrestlers in 3rd Division who will be promoted to the professional paid Sekitori ranks of Juryo. Well, the news we'd waited for has been confirmed. Enho, who was at Makuuchi for this tournament, made a 5-2 Kachikoshi record, and today we find out that he will be promoted to Juryo for May. Why is this big news? Well, as we know, Enho is from Myagino Stable, but also formerly the Myagino Stable coached by Yokozuna Hakuho. Now, Hakuho and his charges were forced to close the Myagino Stable and move to Isagahama after the Hokuseiho bullying scandal in 2024. Since that time, Hakuho himself has resigned from the Japan Sumo Association and is now focused on amateur sumo and getting sumo recognised in the Olympics. You may even see the Hakuho Cup, the 16th version, in Toyota Stadium in Tokyo this year, not the Kokugikan. But that's a whole new story. So in order to become eligible to take on a coaching role, an oyakata, and even have control of a stable, there are qualifying rules for retiring sumo. One of the rules of eligibility is that a sumo must be in Sekitori ranks or paid sumo ranks of Juryo or Makuuchi for at least 30 Basho. Other than that, being ranked in the Sanyaku is also a qualifying eligibility. Enho suffered a terrible spinal cord injury in May of 2023. It left him with an injury which caused some motor control loss, including an inability to walk and move. He struggled to lay down or even get out of bed. Just stepping onto the dohyo and up that little rise was an immense amount of effort. He suffered sensory malfunction, which meant that he couldn't sense even the temperature of water. Any temperature felt like it was scalding his skin. Due to his injury, Enho fell out of the paid ranks and all the way down to the lowest division of Jonakuchi, the lowest professional rank. His return to Juryo is a triumph of persistence and grueling fightback of historic proportions in sumo. He credits his comeback on a transformation of his body, where he now weighs 109 kilograms, making him stronger and sturdier. He's also been quoted as saying that the trauma and effort he had to endure in making his comeback is a valuable treasure of experience in his life and his sumo, and it is irreplaceable in his personality moving forward. His shikona Enho, which did not change like the other Myagino wrestlers, like Hakuho, who changed to Hakuno Fuji, it has a truly historic element to the name. The kanji, or symbol in Japanese, for ho, carries a deep sense of history and mentorship in professional sumo. The character refers to a giant legendary bird in Chinese mythology known as the dapeng. The dapeng is said to have wings that span thousands of miles, and a single flap can propel it to heaven. The symbol represents extraordinary talent, grand ambition, and the ability to rise above all obstacles to reach the highest peak. Hakuho's connection to the name is partly inherited from the 48th Yokozuna Taiho, who is a great of the sport and is still referred to in today's sumo on a regular basis. The combination of haku, meaning white, and ho refers to the white bird. Enho's connection to his former oyakata as a mentor signifies that he was one of Hakuho's most trusted and anticipated disciples. Enho's shikona represents fiery flight. En, meaning flames, and ho, the bird, represents a wrestler who gives all despite his size, fights with spirit, and flies through the ring. It also represents resilience, which is now welded to Enho's historic comeback. Enho is the first wrestler to drop so far and return to Sekitori. As he was formerly a Sekitori, it also represents a bigger payday, as former wrestlers who fall out of Makuuchi do get back pay when they return. His appearance on the Banzuke in May also represents a rebirth of his career and a chance to take on an oyakata role and an ability to carry on his former master's legacy. a prestigious name at that. Enho returns.